How's it going, everyone? Jack's here, got another easy one for you. Top 5 upcoming games of 2023, but first let me rattle off some honourable mentions because there was just too many games. This year's going to be stacked. Games like Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth could have easily made the list but just missed out on the cut. Star Wars Jedi Survivor looking absolutely unreal. Dead Island 2 with its passionate community. And a controversial one, but one that still seems to have some people interested, is Skull and Bones. Now with the honourable mentions out of the way, let's get straight into the list. Coming in at number 5, sneaking in as our only fighting game on the list, is Street Fighter 6. Capcom don't need to really change the layout to keep this community hyped for this game, but in making some crazy innovative changes to 6, they've captured a much wider audience, it seems. Throwing out an intense new fighting art style as well as a city you can roam around in single player story mode. Also with a battle hub where you can gather with other online players, play some arcade games or choose to battle each other. It is attempting to rewrite how fighting games play, and coming out in the same year as Tekken 8 this year is looking quality for the fighting community. Rolling in at number 4 is a game that has begun to split some opinions with its delays, is Starfield. Bethesda has made some absolute beasts that hold up in history as S-tier games, but some worry they might be tackling something just all too big with this concept. Attempting an expensive solar system some could try to relate to No Man's Sky concept is a challenge in itself. Starfield is going to be single-player advanced adventure game with a decent amount of combat opportunities, it seems. But one thing the community seems pretty conclusive on is the gunplay doesn't look like a fantastic time. But the world and shipbuilding and discovery is really the selling point here. I definitely won't be missing it and will be giving it a crack, and let us just pray it's not a buggy mess on release. Stealing the first podium spot at number 3 is the long-awaited sequel to Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Now I guarantee this is number 1 hype for a lot of the Nintendo community. The fact it is only on Nintendo Switch keeps a lot of console and PC gamers out of the loop on the hype and quality of this series. In saying all this, the sequel has approached with a bit of a new spin, taken to the skies, it seems, for a decent portion of this game. Questions still to be answered on how this all plays out, but the faith of fans of Zelda is at a maximum, and it should be, because Zelda continues to deliver for such a massive franchise that has been around forever. Runner-up for most hyped 2023 game is Diablo 4. Now this game is looking absolutely insane and has such a passionate fan base. It is looking like a big player in the 2023 lineup. That passionate fan base got a little bit hurt by the tactics and pay-to-win monetization in last year's Diablo installment of Diablo Immortal, but news is that Diablo 4 will not indulge in these such tactics. So with that out of the way, it is just down to gameplay and character building, which this franchise do not miss on. I myself have always just seemed to be involved in some other series or MMO at the time of Diablo, and I've always missed it, so 2023 will be my first individual entry into this series, and I honestly cannot wait. The theme looks spot on, and in the world of isometric dungeon crawlers, Diablo sits next to PoE at the tip of the spear. Now the number 1 most hyped game of 2023, Hogwarts Legacy. Yes, I can already hear some of you raging. But hear me out. The broad reach of Hogwarts Legacy is just a demographic that many games can't achieve. Most games have a specific community or crossover to 2 communities. Hogwarts Legacy outreach, with the help, obviously, by the incredibly successful movie series Harry Potter, is reaching literally all ages. Using Google Trends as a metric to compare the hype factor between Hogwarts and the rest of the list, it literally drowns the rest of the list with its baseline. Now the fears of this release in an absolutely buggy mess like Starfield are absolutely real, but if it somehow releases clean, I think this game can and will be brilliant. Hogwarts is a single-player action RPG. It refers to you having a good amount of control over your character, decisions, and even morality, which is a big pull. Combat has opinion split. In saying though, if I was the developer, tackling on wand combat would be one I would try to avoid. Now, if you think I've terribly missed a game on my list here, all my honourable mentions, make sure to comment away and rip me to shreds. And also, if you're watching this and you want to, throw your top 5 in the comments as well. I'd be interested to see what the community's top 5 hype for this year is and how it differs with everyone. I also have moved my stream to YouTube, so check my little subscriber badge down below and see if I'm live. Come through and hang out, and I'll catch you all in the next game. Peace.